Dito sa no? National Convocation. Familiar sa
People finish government, feed or later. People who silence or bad news.
Please be seated, all of you. Please be seated, all of you. Namaskar. A very good afternoon to respected Chancellor of IIFT, Shri Sunil Bartwalji, Commerce Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Jain Mehta, Managing Director, Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited, Amul Anand, respected Vice Chancellor IIFT, Professor Rakesh Mohan Joshi, respected Center Head IIFT Kolkata, Professor K. Rangarajan, Head Graduate Studies Management Division, Professor Shweta Malla. I also welcome members of the Board of Management, members of Finance Committee, members of Academic Council. I extend my warm welcome to Registrar Shri Gaurav Gulati, faculty colleagues, graduating students, proud parents of graduating students, administrative staff and support. You are all greeted on the occasion of 57th Convocation ceremony of Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. Before we start the formal ceremony, I request you all to kindly stand for a Rashtra Geet. Vande Mataram Sujala Supala Malaya Shitala Shasya Shamala Mataram Vande Mataram Shubhra Josa Pulakitayamini Pullakusumita Drumadana Shobhini Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini Sukhalam Varadam Mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram. May I kindly request our students to present the bouquet to our esteemed guests. Manvi Agarwal, General Secretary, IIFT Delhi, to Shri Sunil Barthwalji, Honorable Chancellor, IIFT. Neetu Singh, Cultural Secretary, IIFT Delhi, to Dr. Jayan Mehta, our chief guest for the day. Siddhi Sisodia, PhD representative to Professor Rakesh Mohan Joshi, Vice Chancellor, IIFT. Aditya Rai, President, Student Council to Professor K. Rangarajan, Head, IIFT Kolkata. Shobham Patil, Alumni Coordinator to Professor Shweta Malla, Head, GSMD. May I kindly request Professor Rakesh Mohan Joshi to honor our Honorable Vice Chancellor to felicitate our respected Chancellor and the Chief Guest. Now I kindly invite our honorable guest for the lighting of the lamp ceremony. With the blessings of Ma Saraswati, we formally begin the ceremony of our 57th Convocation of Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. Bindu tushar nagala, ya shubhra vastravrita, ya veena varadanda mandita kara,
या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्म विचारसार परमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदाम् जाड्यान्धकारावहा हस्ते स्फटिकमालिकां विदधतीम् पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीम् बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम् बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम् बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्
I would now request our respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Rakesh Mohan Joshi, to present the IFT report. But before he presents, let me tell you about his achievements. A distinguished academician, an eminent author, and a renowned international trade and management expert, Professor Rakesh Mohan Joshi is the Professor and Vice Chancellor of Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. He is an IFT alumni and with a consistent meritorious record who has received its prestigious gold medal too. Professor Joshi authored highly popular books, namely International Marketing and International Business, published from Oxford University Press. He has also been the editor of IFT Journal, Foreign Trade Review, and editor of Focus WTO. Professor Joshi has extensive transnational exposure and has been associated with several multilateral organizations such as World Bank, Asian Development Bank, UNCTAD, International Dairy Federation, Asian Productivity Organizations, to name a few. He has been the chairman of UGC Committee for framing the regulations for entry of foreign educational institutions in India and chairman of Expert Group for development of educational framework for global citizenship in higher education institutions, contributing significantly to internationalization of higher education in India. He was conferred with prestigious Atal Bihari Vajpayee Award for its lifetime contribution to economic research and policy by the Indian Economic Association. He has been the recipient of international awards by London Business School, the case studies written that were internationally published by European Case Clearinghouse, London Business School, and Oxford. He is one of the few highly sought-after management professors in the country as an expert, author, and speaker in conferences, workshops, and various TV channels, and with several other national and international forums. We welcome you, our Vice Chancellor. I would request Head GSMD to seek the permission of Chancellor to start the convocation proceedings and conferment of degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Quinn. Good afternoon, everyone. Our chief guest of the ceremony, Dr. Jayan Mehta, Managing Director at Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited. Our Chancellor, Shri Sunit Barthwal, Commerce Secretary. Vice Chancellor of IFT, Professor R.M. Joshi, Professor K. Rangarajan, Head of the Kolkata campus, and all heads of IFT campus and centers, members of Board of Management and Academic Council, faculty and staff of IFT, students and their proud family members, members of media, welcome to the 57th convocation of IFT. To begin the convocation, I seek the permission of Chancellor Sir, may we please start the ceremony? May we please start? Thank you.
I request Mr. Joshi to please come up on stage.
Honorable Chancellor IFT and Commerce Secretary, Government of India, Shri Sunil Bharadwaj ji, distinguished chief guest, Dr. Jain Mehta ji, our additional secretary, Shri Bhadu ji, Joint Secretary, Shri Yadav ji, Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Shweta, my faculty colleagues, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the students. They are proud graduating students, they are proud parents. I am happy to welcome all of you in IFT's 57th convocation. Let me congratulate all the graduating students on this momentous occasion. And I'm so happy to see you happy here. You spent some most important time in this prestigious institute and you have witnessed IFT's holistic ecosystem for imparting knowledge and learning through its bright and dedicated faculty. As you are aware that IFT is one of the few institutes in the whole world which specializes in international trade. And more than that, we are the institute which works very closely with the industry and government unlike any other B school. In today's convocation, the degrees would be awarded to 16 PhD students, 399 students of MBA IB program, 48 students of MBA weekend program, 85 students of MA economics with a specialization in international trade and finance, 24 students of executive postgraduate diploma programs. Before we proceed with conferring upon degrees to graduating students, I will present highlights of our annual report and future directions of the institute. I am happy to report that despite challenging market conditions, over 120 recruiters visited IFT campus for our flagship MBA International Business Program. The average CTC for a batch of 399 combined for Delhi and Kolkata campus stood at 27.3 lakhs, and which is a testimony to the glorious journey this institute has come. Our highest international CTC stood at 85 lakhs per annum, while the highest domestic CTC stood at 70.6 lakhs per annum. The top 25% students of the batch received an average 40.6 lakh per annum. In 2023, we commenced MBA Business Analytics program focused to equip the students and the new generation manager with a data-driven skills, and which the program and the students are in high demand in the industry in the market today. The institute also conduct a highly reputed and a high quality MA economics program which is focused on international trade and finance since 2018, and I'm so happy to report that it has received 8th rank among the MA economics program in the country by the prestigious RPEC in October 2024. As you are aware that research has been a critical strength of IFT. IFT faculty members are involved in quality research on contemporary issues, and we have robust PhD programs wherein some of the PhD graduating students will be receiving a degree today. IFT has also commenced offering online MBA programs by leveraging technology and committed to strengthening our online programs. We work very closely with the Capacity Building Commission, and recently, IFT has been awarded as Ati Uttam category by the Capacity Building Commission for its active contribution to online training programs that we are strengthening very rapidly. I would like to highlight IFT's popular online program on export-import business for entrepreneurs and exporters under Niryat Bandhu schemes of DGFT, which is an ongoing program on which I think thousands of the people got benefited. IFT MDP is a very strong area for IFT, wherein we conducted over 23 programs for corporate managers and government officials at various levels in the last academic year. IFT is regularly involved in training Defense Force veterans, and we regularly organize certificate program for former defense officers of armed forces, sponsored by Director General of Resettlement. And you'll be glad to know that IFT's program for DGR are probably the most sought after program under any category of the programs in DGR. I am so happy to report that IFT is one institute which works so closely with the government, as we have got Center for Research in International Trade, which is an integral part of IFT, consisting of Center of WTO Studies and Center for Trade and Investment Law. Dr. James is here. It has come a long way, and we are consistently engaged in cutting-edge contemporary research and provide research-based inputs and training for multilateral and bilateral trade negotiations and policy formations, not only to Department of Commerce, state governments, but the governments abroad and organizations across. IFT work in close relationship with its alumni. We have got 6 alumni chapters in India and 4 overseas. In 2024, during the recent months, we have organized alumni meets in Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, London, Singapore, wherein some senior faculty members have represented and interacted with the faculty members. As all of you have witnessed and experienced, in the recent months, there has been a significant jump in IFT's ranking. IFT ranked worldwide #1 on a very, very empirical ranking by LinkedIn. We have jumped, 12 places in an NIRF ranking, multiple, the 7th in the Business Today ranking, and therefore I think the perception about IFT has increased. Okay. And I am so grateful to the Chancellor, IFT, Shri Sunil Barthwalji, for his vision and unrelenting support in taking forward the institute, making suggestions, probably 61 years after existence of institute, any worthwhile suggestion and, worthwhile effort has been made that IFT to expand internationally and establishing a campus overseas. I think I congratulate all of you on this momentous occasion. You are going to, face the world. What you have read, the world is very dynamic, the trade is very dynamic. Most economists will love to hate me because they have grown with the theories of liberalization. They have grown with free trade. And, all trade theories talks of the theory of comparative advantage. And the WTO came into existence for reduction on tariff. But I think the recent events in the world that you have seen, we are living in a very turbulent environment. You do not know what is going to happen tomorrow. You are seeing the, people are at war front. Not only domestically and internally ourselves, but people are fighting in Israel and Middle East. People are fighting in Europe. And this wars has, given, pressure on the commodity prices. So when you fight, we need to see how big can be the fight, and the solution to all fight has to be on the table. If you see when the Donald Trump coming up, economists are busy in writing that the tariff will go to 20%. He says the Chinese tariff will be 60%. You have read about MFN, most favored nation, single tariff. What happens, only time will say. So things are not, what we think, that the world is turbulent. And I've seen, Shri Barthwalji working that, how the Ministry of Department of Commerce work. It gave me a great learning that, they monitor the situation of India's export every week. And the best part that, how he works is that, this is probably the first time I'm seeing that the secretary is reading the research paper written by the scholars. I've never seen. And based on the research papers, he asks his officers and all his stakeholders that what we should do. because the things are not going to be same, and therefore there is a great opportunity for the research scholars, the PhD scholars, and IFT to contribute significantly in the research and help it. And please understand, once you are going into the industry, from friends you are going to the foes. Herein you are in the friends who support you, but when you are in the job, nobody will going to support you. And therefore, please keep your balance. If you feel that, I think you should do some introspection that what has been the problem. Success do not come without hard work. उद्दिमेणी सिद्ध्यन्ते कार्याणि मनोरथा न ही सुप्तस्य सिंहस्य प्रविशन्ति मुखे मृगा. आप सोते रहे तो आपके पास आके जो है ना कुछ हो नहीं जाएगा. You have to work hard, and ultimately the success is not only by your hard work. Bhagavad Gita, many people will come and tell you the Western concept, but the concept which I trust perfectly is adhishthanam tata karta karnam cha prathak vidam vividhascha prathak cheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam. You need to have an objective that you need to rise in the career, you need to get a good job, and you should be a doer. You should work hard for that. And Karnam, you need to have all the instruments to work for that. Prathak Vidhan, various strategic options which the professors of strategy must have told you in the class. And the last one is you will fail or succeed. Daivam Chaivatra Panchamam. Only if he says you will fail, only he says you will succeed. And always keep in mind. And once you go to the job, you will have tremendous pressure. And under this pressure, you lose some good things in life. घूमना फिरना भूल जाएंगे, पिक्चर जाना भूल जाएंगे, रात को 12 बजे तक काम करेंगे हैं. लेकिन देखिए, the only thing is have balance. I have got professors of HR who will teach you work-life balance, but the best work-life balance is given in Bhagavad Gita. Ne ati ashnatah tu yogo, ne chaikatmam anashnatah, ne chati स्वप्नशीलस्य जागृतो नैव चार्जुनः. ने अति अश्रित है, जो ज्यादा खाता है उसको भी योग नहीं होता, और जो भूखा रहता है उसको भी योग नहीं होता. एंड द बेस्ट गुरु ऑफ वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस वाज सुजाता हु ट्यूटर्ड बुद्धा. है तो होता किसको है? युक्ताहार विहारस्य है, जो लिमिटेड खाता है, लिमिटेड काम करता है, युक्त चेष्टस्य कर्मसु, काम करता है, लेकिन आपका प्लेसमेंट होगा कि नहीं, आपको जॉब में प्रमोशन मिलेगा कि नहीं, ये आपके हाथ में नहीं है, उसके हाथ में है. एंड देयरफॉर कर्म के अंदर आप चेष्टा उतनी ही करें जितनी हो सकती है, बिकॉज देयर आर थिंग्स व्हिच आर नॉट इन योर हैंड, बट विल वर्क हार्ड. सक्सेस डू नॉट कम इफ यू आर स्लीपिंग. युक्त स्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखा. You succeed only that if you are balanced. So have balance in mind. Don't get excited about the things which are not in your control. But I never tell you that tasmat sarveshu kaleshu yoga yukto bhavarjuna. You should work 24 hours. If you fail, it means you have not worked hard. So keep on working hard. This is message to all my faculty colleagues. This is message to all the students. Thank you so much and namaskar.
Our Honorable Minister, Shri Piyush Goyal, would join online to congratulate all the students.
उसमें मल्टीपल पिन आ नहीं, अगर मैं मल्टीपल पिन करूंगा तो ये तो रिमूव करना होगा ना इसको। मल्टीपल पिन का ऑप्शन आ रहा है, सिंगल पिन का ऑप्शन है। सर मुझे यहाँ पे रिमूव पिन का ऑप्शन है।
So, due to some technical glitches, he's joining. We will continue with the program ceremony. Now, we now be doing the, the address by the president of the ceremony and Chancellor, Shri Sunil Bartwalji, Commerce Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Shri Sunil Bartwalji, an Indian Administrative Service officer of Bihar cadre, is a postgraduate in economics. He did his BA Honours Economics from St. Stephen's College, Delhi, and his MA Economics from JNU, Delhi. He has a PG Diploma in Economics and Competition Law from King's College, London. During his rich and varied experience as an IS officer, he has held various administrative positions in the areas of finance, social security, investment, infrastructure, mines, steel, energy, transport, etc. in the government at central and state level. He has also worked in Competition Commission of India. He has been on the boards of SAIL, NMDC, Mecon, MSTC, and NIIF. He was the CEO of Employees Provident Fund Organization, which is the largest social security organization of India. He has been instrumental in many reforms in EPFO, resulting in making it more efficient, transparent, and delivery-oriented organization. He has published articles and journals and other publications, and also represented India in many international forums. Shri Bartwalji held the post of Secretary, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India, before joining Department of Commerce. He has taken over the charge of Commerce Secretary with effect from 30th September 2022. In the present role, Shri Bartwalji is shaping the trade agenda of India. During his tenure as Commerce Secretary, India recorded its highest ever exports, 776 billion US dollars. We welcome you, Dr. Bartwalji.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Vice Chancellor Professor Rakesh Mohan Joshi ji, our very eminent chief guest, Shri Jain Mehta, who is also the Managing Director of Amul, the Center Head of Kolkata campus, and I could see that how popular he is. Professor K. Rangarajan, Head Graduate Study Management Division, Mrs. Sweta S. Malla, the esteemed faculty which is present here today, and all our dear students, and I could see they have been divided into different segments. So of course, there are PhD students, there are rank holders, and the MBA students and the MA students who have all joined here today in the convocation. I also would like to address the proud parents of all our now future alumnus of this organization who are, downstairs. In fact, last time I remember, we were thinking that this convocation we will be holding in some place where everybody can be together, but somehow it could not materialize. And there is a separation between our students and their parents. So I really apologize for that. I would also like to take a very important name here of our Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister, who is also very keen to join all of you. He is on VC. I think we could not connect with him. But as soon as we connect with him, we would also like to hear him and seek his blessings. Now, let me first of all congratulate all of you. You know, this is one phase which everybody goes through. You know, I have gone through, Professor Joshi has gone through, Dr. Jain Mehta has gone through, and you are also going through. These are the very important transitions of your life, of your career. These are the milestones, which when you must have been growing, when you must have been aspiring, you look at it, you contemplate about it, and these are very important turning points of your life and career. As Chancellor of this institution, it is also my responsibility that you are provided with the right kind of atmosphere, you are provided with the right kind of infrastructure so that you are able to fulfill these aspirations. I don't know to what extent I have succeeded, but I'm sure that the faculty here, which is very, very eminent faculty, and of course the student themselves, because you are also part of many different clubs, organizations, and I always believe that institution is not just made of faculty alone. It is made of both faculty as well as students, because I think you must have done much more learning from your peer group, from your cohort, which you have seen here. And I think I'm very sure that although it is a very large group, but you must have found some very, very close friends. Some might have even found their partners over here. And you would have also found a lot of people, with whom you will always remain connected over a period of time. So I think this experience which you had in the last 2 years for some, I think more than 2 years for others, must have been very fulfilling kind of experience. I think some of you are smiling, I can understand. But I'm also very proud of the fact that, if you look at the placements which you may be getting, and I have also seen the record of this organization, these placements are fantastic. Maybe some of you may take some more time. Some of you may perhaps be thinking of starting their own startup or their own entrepreneurship, because the MBA programs are not just to seek employment. MBA programs are also to become entrepreneurs who can provide employment. So I think you have to look at it as if you are the leaders of tomorrow. You are not just, looking at only what you can take out of the system, but you are also somebody who will always look forward to what you can give to the system, what you can give to the society, what you can give to the economy. So I think your vision should be very, very broad. Your vision should not be simply, moving from one career to another. Your vision should be that what you can do for the economy, what is your role in the economy, what is your role in the global economic system. As Professor Joshi rightly pointed out, that the whole globe is changing. And it is changing very, very fast. It changes so fast that based on certain facts of yesterday, when you strategize for today, you suddenly realize that the strategy for tomorrow is not going to be the same. It is going to change. And I think as change makers, you have to be very, very update about what you are doing. And I think I really hope that the current faculty and this atmosphere here must have taught you how to be future looking. And I'm sure that this is one trait which you would have learned here would always stand with you as your strength. And these are the traits which you take from the institutions. I don't think 1 or 2 years of courses can change your entire personality, but it changes your attitude. You learn from your peer group that forces you to change your perception about the world, and you are more broad-minded. You are more globalistic. You are more, you look at the economy, you look at different segments of society, and therefore your view is always very, very broad view, and a view which is required from the future leaders. So I'm very sure that this is one takeaway you must have taken from this institution. I sometimes wonder, when we discuss all these issues in Department of Commerce, that what is the need for keeping this institution with Department of Commerce? Why it should not go to, say, Department of Higher Education? And the most important thing which strikes us is that this is one institution which specializes in international trade, which gives you orientation towards global international trade economy. And therefore, perhaps this perspective which comes to you may not be available elsewhere. There are different MBA institutions, there are very different and very eminent academic institutions, but perhaps one edge which this institution gives you is about your perspective towards trade. I do not know to what extent you have imbibed that, but I'm very sure, because I've seen, as Professor Joshi mentioned, that many of your faculty, I read their articles. They are writing on textile, they are writing on chemical sector. In fact, one recent article which I read was on the global value chains. So I think that is the kind of perspective which you must be getting, and you should feel that that is the edge, special edge, which you are having in terms of, take away from this organization. And you should always believe in that, because, this edge, whether you are in a corporate sector, or you are with an NGO, or you are with a government organization, or, some other autonomous organization. If you can look at their global strategy, their corporate strategy, their CSR strategy, and if you can provide, those inputs which align your thinking with what is happening in trade and economics, I think that will be very, very useful to the organization which you will be serving tomorrow. As Chancellor and Vice Chancellor has also informed me that, a lot of initiatives we are taking here for this organization to become very, very eminent, although you are one of the high-ranking institutions in terms of MBA, in terms of PhDs, in terms of professional MA economics. But we want that this institution should become a very, very reputed institution. And last time, in fact, when I looked at your ranking, so I told Professor Joshi that perhaps the ranking is not reflecting what you are and what the organization is. And then we made a deep dive into that ranking system. And then we found that perhaps, some of the work which you are doing is not properly being reported to the institutions which rank it. And I'm very proud that because of that exercise, your ranking has improved. You have gone up. Because when you go out in the market, when you go out in the world, it is just not you. It is your institution which will always shadow you. And if your institution is rising over a period of time, and that is normally seen, you will always have that strength, not only of your CV, but also the CV of your organization. And I would urge you, you are going to be a very, very eminent alumnus of this institution. But as an alumnus of that institution, it is also your responsibility to see that the future generations, they benefit out of your experience. And I'm very glad that if you look at the role of your alumni in this organization, you are very, very eminent alumni. And they have been interacting with you. I'm sure that they must have interacted with you during the course of your programs. And you must have taken inspiration from them. Tomorrow, you are going to be the inspiration for them. So please don't lose that touch. Networking is also important in the sense that alumni is in touch. And you are able to inspire the new generations. So I feel that that should be your mission when you go out. Some of the other initiatives which we have taken, and here I would thank the Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister. We had one World Expo Center which came up, 2 years back in Dubai. And we were thinking that what we should do with that campus. And then this idea came that why not we open another campus in Dubai? So soon, in fact, you will be having one more campus opening up in Dubai, which will be IIFT Dubai campus. We have been looking at the trade from the trade negotiations point of view. We have also seen that when you are a corporate person, you will be doing a lot of negotiations on behalf of your companies. And there was a strong need which was felt that there should be a center for negotiation here, a course on negotiation, and faculty working on that negotiation strategies. So I'm also very happy that now this institution is working on opening up a syllabus on negotiations, and soon you will be also learning, the expertise in the negotiation. Another issue which we were facing was that when we used to look at the case studies, of course, you are one of the best in the sense that we are able to provide you Harvard case studies. But what we felt that the Indian, industrial setup, India's position in the global world, India's experience of its industrialization also requires that certain case studies should be India oriented. And we are also now preparing those case studies. And I would request all of you that when you go out as alums, you should work on some of these case studies which are typically Indian. And we will develop those case studies, and perhaps the day will come when your case studies will be taught in Harvard, not the Harvard case studies in India. So please work in that direction. PhD students are also here, and I would like to state that research is one work which looks very, I would say, not very exciting to begin with. It takes a long, haul. It takes a toll in terms of the time period and efforts. But I think the fundamental research in social sciences is very, very important, because this fundamental research in social sciences gives a larger perspective to whatever you are doing. Even if you are making certain corporate strategies, if it is supported by a certain long-term research, it gives a great edge to the kind of work which you are doing. And you must have, recently, if you look at, the Nobel Prize, which has gone in economics, it has gone to the Nobel, those professors who have done research on the area which talks about building institutions and the need for institutions when you are building strategies. So I think that is another area which we should not neglect. You should always be in touch with your PhD scholars, and that would take you forward. And I think that is one area which we should never neglect. So I think this is the time when we need to reflect upon what we have achieved so far. This is the time when we evaluate our potential for future. And this is also a time when you look at that what will be your role in the larger society. You must have looked at the debate about the North-South divide, and how India as a leader of developing countries is giving voice to global South. So you should always have this, the larger vision. Many times, you will find occasions that when you are working in an organization, you sometimes feel that you are doing a very, very small part of the whole job. But if that small job which you are doing connects you to how India will look in the future after another 25 years, I think that will give you a perspective, that will give you a purpose in life. And these are the things perhaps which are very, very important from these higher educations. It is just not what you learn in terms of, subject knowledge. It is not just subject knowledge. It is the attitude towards life. It is attitude towards world. It is understanding your position within the world, understanding your position in the society, and what you can contribute to the society. So thank you so much for very patiently listening to me. I understand that this is also time for you to celebrate, and I do not want to come in the way of your celebrations. You will be meeting some of your colleagues for the last time, at least for the time being. And I wish you all the best and wish you all the successes in life. Thank you so much.
Our Honorable Minister Shri Piyush Goyal, Union Minister of Commerce and Industry and Member of Parliament, now will address.
Did they call out my name? No, bole. Am I connected now to the program?
Yes, sir, you are.
Thank you very much, and indeed delighted to be a part of the 57th convocation of the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, an organization that I personally hold in very high esteem, and I can assure you is going to play a very important role in the future of India's international engagement and trade. Thank you very much, Mr. Mehta, for Managing Director of Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited, for agreeing to join us on this occasion. Thank you very much, Chancellor of IIFT, Shri Sunil Barthwalji, Secretary, Department of Commerce, for your wonderful words of engagement, which I just heard. Professor Rakesh Mohan Joshi, Vice Chancellor, who has truly brought a new enthusiasm, a new confidence in the growth and future of IIFT. All the other distinguished faculty members, all the students who are graduating today, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I must apologize to you for not being able to join you personally, since I'm busy with the elections in Maharashtra, and despite my best efforts, could not be in Delhi today. My heartfelt congratulations to all the young minds graduating today from this prestigious institution. Today is a special day, as it marks your next step from the acquisition of knowledge to the application of the knowledge you have gained. I must appreciate the IIFT for pioneering new ideas, new innovations for the future of trade, and for continuously upgrading your curriculum, making it more contemporary, and making sure that our young men and women who graduate from IIFT can play a significant role, can contribute to the future of trade in India. In fact, IIFT has consistently ranked amongst the leading business schools in the Asia Pacific region. And I'd like to compliment the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, and all the faculty and all the students, because each one of you has played your role in making this a reality. Today, IIFT is regarded as an academic center of excellence. It will soon have overseas campuses in Dubai, as the Honorable Secretary just mentioned, thereby spreading its wings in the international business community. Friends, IIFT has given you a platform to create your own success story. As you step into the world of global trade, the future will be shaped by the choices you make, by the innovations you bring to the market, by the new trends that you will set. You will craft not only your own future, but the future of the Indian economy. In this context, may I try to talk about another subject very dear to my heart, and I'm sure you will all like to contribute in your own way as you go into the real world, into the world of business, into the world of trade. This is the role that corporate social responsibility can play in a better life for the less privileged sections of society, for the marginalized sections of society. And such public welfare is the responsibility not only of the government, but of the whole nation. And all of us who have received the better things of life, which many of our brothers and sisters have been deprived of. I hope we will find in each one of you a sensitive citizen of India who will always keep the better future of the nation and the better and inclusive growth of all sections of society in the years to come. Today, as we stand at the cusp of Viksit Bharat by 2047, as we all work towards contributing in the Amrit Kal to make India developed, a prosperous nation when we celebrate 100 years of independence. Today, as a young India full of confidence stands before the world, we have an opportunity to shape the destiny of 1/7 of mankind, of 140 crore Indians, aspirational Indians, not satisfied only with an ordinary life, but aspiring for all the good things of life, aspiring for a better future for their family and for their children. We have an opportunity when the world is going through turbulence, difficulties, volatility, wars, and problems. We in India have an opportunity to provide an atmosphere conducive to growth, conducive to investment, working collectively towards ease of doing business, working collectively to achieve ease of living for every citizen of India. The world looks up to India today as we transform and work with the whole world as a trusted partner, a partner that the whole world knows that in the times of need, in difficult times, can be trusted to stand with the rest of humanity for a better world in the future. All of you young men and women are the generation that will define the path of success going forward. As the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi said, and I quote, "The young can-do generation can achieve every goal." You be the thought leaders in the next generation. You come up with innovative ideas. You come up with new way of thinking, of living, of working. You come up with engagement with technology, newer technologies, be it artificial intelligence, machine learning. Now India is developing the 6G stack in telecom. We are entering the semiconductor industry in a big way. Deep sea exploration and the space technology are newer areas in which India is making rapid strides. Green energy and sustainability defines India and our future. In this situation, the opportunities to expand our international engagement are massive. And friends, you have the opportunity to be the architects of this wonderful future that I can see before our eyes that India is destined to have. Let us partner to achieve the export target of $2 trillion by 2030. Given that we will cross 800 billion this year, we will need to really put in a lot of effort collectively to achieve 2 trillion. It will not happen by chance. It will happen by choice. And we will all have to start planning for that. We'll have to find specific areas in which we shall all contribute, areas where we can play a greater role in the world economy. And together, I am confident we can achieve this big target. Let us all work to take the free trade agreements that we have entered into, some that we will enter into in the next few years, to all our MSMEs, to all the small traders, to all our businesses, so that this information about new opportunities, new markets, new products, where we have access in our friendly countries, can help us in grow business with these countries, help us in providing jobs to each and every one of our brothers and sisters. We should also study the non-tariff barriers and give concrete suggestions which will help us in our free trade negotiations. I think IIFT can increasingly become a think tank, a research organization, an organization that will help the Government of India and the Department of Commerce and the Department of Industry do their job better, do their work in the interest of business, trade, and industry in such a way that no one is left behind and every industry grows not only to meet the needs of a growing population of 1.4 billion Indians, but increasing the share of India's trade, global trade in the years to come. Friends, the global stage awaits your leadership, and I am confident that you will not only participate in this brilliant, glorious future that Bharat Ma is waiting for, that we are all working for, but you will become the leaders of India in this Amrit Kal as we transcend to become a developed nation. I wish each one of you great success in every walk of life, in every activity that you may choose to pursue. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. It was an enlightening message to all our students. Thank you so much for taking time and for valuable time for the students. We now start with the real excitement. The medal holders, the rank holders, and the PhD degrees. I would like to call the Program Director, Dr. Preeti Tak, PhD Management, and Program Director, Dr. Papia Ghosh, for PhD Economics, to start with the proceedings on the dais.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be inviting the PhD holders. Upmeet Singh, thesis titled Dynamics of E-Governance and Indian Perspective under the guidance of Professor Ashim Raj Singla. Anna Sinha, thesis titled Organizational Wisdom, Leadership and Strategic Decision Making, a grounded theory approach in management practice under the supervision of Dr. Pooja Lakhanpal. Himali Mishra, thesis titled Psychological Well-Being at Workplace, a case of government trade services under the guidance of Professor M. Venkatesan and co-supervisor Dr. Tuhina Mukherjee. Kshitij Singhal, thesis titled Determinant of Bid Participation Decision for Project-Based B2B IT Services Delivery Vendors under the guidance of Professor O.P. Wali. Arvind Gupta, thesis titled Impact of Sustainable Supply Chain Practices on Firms' Performance in Indian Two-Wheeler Industry under the guidance of Professor Sanjay Rastogi. Kuldeep Kumar Kamboj, thesis titled A Study of Drivers and Inhibitors of User Acceptance of Digital Payment Systems in India under the supervision of Dr. Prateek Maheshwari and Professor Rajesh Mohan Joshi. Malika Agarwal, thesis titled Impact of Green Supply Chain Initiatives on Firm Performance, a study on Indian pharmaceutical industry under the guidance of Professor Sanjay Rastogi. Brinda Rawal, thesis titled Determinant of Private Equity Investment and Firm Performance under the guidance of Professor Shiva Kapil. Aniruddha Ghosh, thesis titled Bankruptcy Risk Models and Firm Performance in Indian Context and empirical approach under the supervision of Professor Shiba Kapil. Bhavika Bali, thesis title Antecedents of Digital Orientation and its Impact on Firm Performance and Analysis of Indian Startups under the guidance of Professor Rakesh Mohan Joshi. Hemant Kumar Kaushik, thesis title Evaluating the Impact of Enablers on Solar Energy Supply Chain under the supervision of Professor Sanjay Rastogi. Now I would request Professor Papia Ghosh to carry on.
I would, for PhD in economics degree, I would call upon Puneet Kumar Arora. Thesis titled Trade Performance and Financial Development with Special Reference to India under the supervision of Professor Jaideep Mukherjee. Gurpriya Sadana, thesis titled FDI Flows and Exports, a study at disaggregated level in Indian context. Under the supervision of Professor Jaideep Mukherjee, co-supervisor Professor Manoj Bharat. The PhD scholar from the Kolkata campus, Dipali Yadav, thesis title Impact of Food Safety Standards on Processed Food Exports from India, under the supervision of Professor Gautam Datta.
Good afternoon, everyone. Now I announce the name of medal holders in MBA International Business 22-24 program, Delhi and Kolkata campus. The gold medal goes to Sheetal Kakkar. Divyanga Agrawal, silver medal. Ayush Sharma for bronze medal. Ayush Sharma for bronze medal. The next medal for all-rounder performance, full-time MBIB 22-24 Delhi campus. The award goes to Sheetal Kakkar. Medal for all-rounder of full-time MBIB 22-24 Kolkata campus, Divyang Agrawal. Next award is Professor Sumitra Chisti Memorial Award for Best Performance in Economics and Trade Policy course. This award is given for the best performance in this course of MBIB. This award was established in 2006 to honor the memory of an outstanding faculty of IFT, Professor Sumitra Chisti. The award goes to Mr. G. Shiva Saurabh Sharma. The next award, Jyotiba Phule Gold Medal for Best Female Student of Full-Time MBIB 22-24 Delhi and Kolkata. This award was instituted by the Shri Jagdish Goyal for in this award. This award goes to Sheetal Kakkar. Next award is Ornate Solar Award for Thought Leaders in Renewables of Full-Time MBIB 22-24. The award goes to Kishan Jadhav. The next award is PDS International Award for Excellence in the area of logistics. This has been instituted by the IFT alumnus, Mr. Manu Chopra. This award for the batch MBIB 22-24 goes to Mr. Abhinav Gupta. Next award, Dr. V.K. Pandey, Gold Medal for Excellence in International Business. This award goes to Sheetal Kakkar. Now, I will announce the medal holders to MA Economics Program 22-24. The gold medal of MA Economics 22-24 for securing the first rank goes to Neha Gupta, Ahana Shrishti. The silver medal goes to Mallika Arora. The bronze medal goes to Khushi Jain. Next award is Dr. Swarna Kuntia Gold Medal for the best all-round performance in MA Economics. Dr. Swarna Kuntia was a renowned Hindustani violinist and senior disciple of Padam Bhushan Dr. Srimati N. Rajamji. She was an ex-faculty at Faculty of Performing Arts, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. Her illustrious career in classical music is over 3 decades. Who was a passionate guru, a brilliant scholar, and international artist. This award is given to MA Economics student for all-round performance to honor the memory of Dr. Swarna Kuntia. This award goes to Kamalini Mukherjee. Now, I will move to the awardees of MBA Weekend 21-24 batch. The gold medal goes to Ayush Verma. Silver medal goes to Neha Gupta. Now I present to you the awardees of Executive Postgraduate Diploma in International Business Weekend 22-23. The gold medal for EPGDIB Weekend on Campus 21-22 goes to Vineet Singh. Silver medal goes to Alpna Rastogi. Bronze medal goes to Harshita Goyal, Meenakshi Tawar. Now I present to you the awardees of Executive Postgraduate Diploma in International Business Winter Batch. The gold medal goes to Ankush Wadhwa. Ankush Wadhwa. Silver medal goes to Ashish Pahuja. Bronze medal goes to Arohi Yende. Rajkumar Mahajan. Now I present to you the awardees of Diploma in Global Human Resource Management 22-24. The gold medal goes to Chetna Jain. Silver medal goes to Kunal Jay. Bronze medal goes to Indra Prakash Pathak. Thank you.
I thank all our honorable guests. Now we have our convocation address by our chief guest, Dr. Jain Mehta. Dr. Jain Mehta is Managing Director at Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited, AMUL, which is India's largest FMCG company with annual brand sales turnover of $10 billion US. GCMMF AMUL is a cooperative federation comprising of 3.6 million milk producers in Gujarat, organized under 18,600 village dairy cooperative societies. It handles more than 10 billion liters of milk every year. AMUL has been ranked as the strongest food and dairy brand in the world, and with its 22 billion packets sold annually, is also the most picked brand in the world. He has been working with AMUL for last 34 years. He is member of the Standing Committee of Marketing and International Dairy Federation. He is also a member of the Committee on International Trade Policy of the Confederation of Indian Industries. He has also served as a member on the Global Dairy Trade Events Oversight Board. Dr. Jain Mehta has been selected as a member of Campaign Asia's Asia Pacific Power List 2024, which represents the most influential and purposeful marketers in the Asia Pacific region. I welcome Dr. Jain Mehta for the same.
Good afternoon, namaskar to all of you. Honorable Shri Piyush Goyal ji, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industries, Government of India. Honorable Chancellor Shri Sunil Barthwal ji, Department of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce and Industries, Government of India. Shri Ajay Babu ji, Additional Secretary, sir. Shri Yadav ji, Professor Rakesh Mohan, Honorable Vice Chancellor, a gold medalist from your own institute. और उनकी एक और विशेषता है जो मैं बाद में जब मेरे विषय पे आऊंगा तो बताऊंगा. डॉक्टर रंजन अर्जुन, डॉक्टर श्वेता जी, जिन्होंने आपको सब डिग्रीज दी. The distinguished faculty of this great institute, the hardworking staff, invited guests. Most important, before you, my dear friends, are your parents who are here today and watching you. And of course, you as the graduating students from this great institute. It is indeed my great honor and a pleasure, and such bole to rongte khade hone wali feelings, because I was at the same place 34 years back from Institute of Rural Management when I passed out. I did not realize, and as Honorable Chancellor Sir said, that you shouldn't keep switching jobs. I continued working at the same place at AMUL. And when I joined AMUL, it was hardly 750 crores annual turnover. Today, with a turnover of 80,000 crores, in a matter of just 33 years, it is not just the largest FMCG of the country, but also ranked as the strongest food and dairy brand in the world. So if 36 lakh farmers can come together and form a cooperative 77 years back, you can imagine the impact it can have not just on India as a country, as a brand for the world, but also for the benefit and livelihood of such a large number of people. And that's what gives me immense pleasure to be here today talking to you and sharing some of my experiences, but more importantly, sharing with you what lies ahead for all of us as citizens of this great nation. And more importantly, you will be the flag bearers of what we will be tomorrow. And that's where IIFT over the last 61 years has been playing a very, very important role. मुझे अपने दिन याद आ गए कि first traveled internationally way back in 93-94. I went to Sri Lanka for launch of Amul full cream milk powder there. उस जमाने में पासपोर्ट निकालने के लिए राशन कार्ड चाहिए होता था, राशन कार्ड आपके पास नहीं हो तो आपको धक्के खाने पड़ते। On our passports at the back we used to write कितना फॉरेन एक्सचेंज आपने लिया, कितना आपने रिटर्न किया। आप गलती से कैमरा या हैंडीकैम लेके भी जाते थे तो उस पर आपको एंट्री जाने के टाइम करना भी पड़ती थी, ताकि जब आप वापस आओ तो कोई शंका की नजर से ना देखे कि आपने बाहर से कुछ खरीदा है और आज आप कस्टम ड्यूटी देकर। So you can imagine when you travel abroad without a credit card, without a Google network, without email, without a map, okay, and still try to build a place for India in the world. You can imagine what you are today and what we are today as India is a very, very big difference to what we as a nation can do in the next 25, 30, 50, 100 years and make a place in the world. And my dear friends, you are the people, you are the guys, you are the students, you are the future who are going to make it happen. And this is where this institute has given you the strong foundations. Sir, Amul mein 91 mein when I joined, we had an alum from this institute, 29th batch. Jagannath Bishwas was heading our exports division. And this year also, we have two of your alums working with us whom we selected last year. So IIFT can make a big difference into organizations and their futures. And I'm sure what you have done and thousands of alums who have worked, and you are now today recognized as an alum of this great institute, you all have an opportunity to make a bigger name for this hallowed institute by having passed through these portals and contributing to the world. And we are grateful to all the IFTians. I don't know आप कैसे IFTians कहते हो, हम तो इरमा में इरमन्स कहते हैं alum को. So all the IFTians have made a big difference into building India what it is today. And more importantly, as Honorable Minister also mentioned, Honorable Chancellor also mentioned, Honorable Vice Chancellor also mentioned about the turbulence which is happening globally, but India being now recognized as a superpower, as a power to be reckoned with, this is where we will make a difference to this world. Honorable Minister Piyush Goyal ji once said that we have advantages of 4 Ps. One is the decisive leadership that our country has. Second is the demand of this 140 crore strong Indian population. We are the largest consumer market in the world. Demographic dividend of a very young workforce, the young talent that we see, some of them, most of you sitting here today. And the 4th D is the vibrant democracy that we have. So when Honorable Minister talks about these 4 Ds and the assets that we have today as in the country, we are definitely poised to be not just a 5 trillion economy, but also a developed nation in the next 20-35 years. And this is where is the contribution each one of us is going to make, and more importantly, the nation will look forward to you as young graduates from this institute to make a big difference to what it is. Trade is very important, and as Honorable Secretary Sir, who also is our Chancellor here, the trade as a percentage of GDP is increased from 17% about 10 years back, during liberalization in 1991 to about 50%, which is 46% of the total GDP is due to trade. So this is a big difference which is happening. Services is also very important, and India today is the 7th largest service exporter in the world. Nobody imagined the power of India, the technology boost which India gave not just to our country but to the world. It invited the GCCs, and today when we have more than 2,000 GCCs operating in the country and the lakhs of jobs it is creating, is going to make a big difference into positive foreign exchange earnings for the country. As you know, when the country develops, you import, you export, the trade gap also goes plus and minus. But with services, we have a very strong sector to make it possible. And this is where a big difference for the talented manpower pool that we have in the country will make a big difference. But I'm going to now talk about the third aspect, which is very, very important for the country, where more than half of the population of the country is dependent on for its livelihood. Its contribution to our GDP is perhaps less than 20%. But the importance of number of people living
and that too more than 60% of people of a country living in rural areas, there is one dimension which we need to look at. And this is where we find a solution to many of the problems that the country can possibly have in future, and how a visionary government like ours has been taking steps to ensure that this will happen. And now I'm talking the power of agriculture, the power of rural India, and the power of cooperatives to make a big change happen is what's going to happen in the future. A big turning point happened in the history of our 50-year-old organization, which is the Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation. Honorable Prime Minister of India, Modi ji, attended our Golden Jubilee celebrations held at the Narendra Modi Stadium in February this year. And he told, and I quote, "The देश में आजादी के बाद कई सारे brands बने, लेकिन अमूल जैसा कोई नहीं." And he also exhorted us that he wants to see Amul as the top brand in dairy and food in the world. Later, he also said that he is looking at India being represented on every single dining table of the world. Now, if this is where we have to be, it is India's agriculture, it is India's food industry, and the producers of food in India should find a place globally. So I mentioned about Amul, where 36 lakh farmers across 18,600 villages of Gujarat are procuring more than 310 lakh liters of milk every day, about 11 billion liters of milk in a year, which is the 8th largest company in the world, processing into more than 50 product categories, 1200 plus SKUs, 22 billion packs sold in 1 year, which is largest in the world, bigger than Coke, Pepsi, or any company put together globally, and a turnover of $10 billion or rupees 80,000 crores, and ranked as the strongest food brand in the world and the strongest dairy brand in the world. So this is where a cooperative, which was inspired by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel way back in 1946, can make a big difference. And when this cooperative movement spread across India, and many of you come from Karnataka, many of you come from Bihar, come from Punjab, and you talk about brands like Sudha, Avin, Nandini, Verka, and so on. All these are cooperatives which came out of the Amul model. And today, all the cooperatives have made India the largest producer of milk in the world. And milk is the largest agricultural crop in the country. So, and more than 10 crore families depend on milk for their livelihood. So this is one sector which is given so much because there was an impetus given through the cooperative models, and this is what it's made it possible. Now comes the best part. Today, India produces about 1/4 of the total milk in the world. In the next 10 years, India will produce 1/3 of the total milk in the world. So here, sir, is an opportunity for us to become a dairy to the world. And this is a big difference it can make. And when we at Amul think of globalization, there are a lot of trade barriers, there are a lot of non-tariff barriers, and we continuously work with the Ministry of Commerce and Industries, our negotiators at the WTO or the different free trade agreements which happen, try to create a market opportunity for us. But here comes the tightrope walking. We have to be defensive in certain things because milk and dairy farming and agriculture is a matter of livelihood for a large number of people. So in order to take, other countries are looking at creating market for their products into a country, because not just we are the largest producer of milk in the world, we are also the largest consumer of milk and food in the world. And every country wants access to our markets. And this is what our negotiators take a very strong position, try to defend the livelihood and see that we are able to build on what we have done over the last several decades into this space and create more and more space in the world. And this is where organizations like IIFT come in. We have great regards for the Center of WTO Studies here. Over the last 25-30 years, we've been working with them closely. And so today, when we talk of defending our import duties, there was time in 1990s when India had nil import duty on milk powder. And with the help of IIFT and the ministry and the Center for WTO Studies, we negotiated for a 60% duty on milk powders and 30% on butter. And today, we are in a position to defend it because of a variety of reasons. Same in case of RCEP, we put a very strong case of why dairy is very important for livelihood and India should not be a part of it. And rest, as we know, is history. But more importantly, it's not that we are inward looking. We have to also look at the opportunities which the brand and the organizations offer and try to create a market. And this is one thing we did, which was a very unique way to launch Amul milk or fresh products in the United States of America. So this was the first time we got into fresh product space using a tie-up with a cooperative there, an 108-year-old dairy cooperative there. And because of that, today you find Amul milk not just in the ethnic stores, but also in the mainstream. And I'm also happy to say that we will be launching milk and fresh products in Europe also by the end of this month through a tie-up with a local cooperative. So the dream of India being on every dining table of the world is very much possible. Milk is a very important part of everybody's food globally, and this is what is going to happen. But are we just restricted our things to milk only? The answer is no. Because here is where the vision of the government comes in, and the government and the new Ministry of Cooperation, which was informed 3 years back, came up with a big vision of trying to see that how do we create a market for all the agricultural products that each of the members of cooperatives across India makes. And that's where Honorable Minister of Cooperation, who is also Minister of Home Affairs, Shri Amit Shah ji, brought together all the top cooperatives of the country, Amul, IFCO, CRIPCO, NCBC, NAFED, NDDB, National Consumers Cooperative Federation. And between 7 of us, we have incubated 3 new multi-state cooperatives. You may not even know that the National Cooperative Exports Limited, a cooperative set up by Amul, NDDB, IFCO, CRIPCO, have achieved a turnover of about 5,000 crores in less than 1 year of existence. And it has orders of more than $1 billion. So, startup ki bhasha mein you call a unicorn, which has a valuation of $1 billion. Here, in just less than a year of its operation, this new multi-state cooperative exported more than 15 lakh tons of rice, of wheat, of onion, sugar to more than 25 countries, and as a result of which, created a market for the products of the farmers associated with several cooperatives across the country and created a space for it. So this shows the power of cooperatives coming together, the vision of the government, and I would commend Honorable Secretary Sir that all of the government approach that we've been seeing, in which in the work of a organization which is actually owned by the farmers and the cooperatives of these respective things, there is no stake of the government, but still, if personally the interest is taken by the Honorable Secretary of who represents the Commerce Ministry, to the External Affairs Ministry, to the Finance Ministry, to the Agriculture Ministry, to the Animal Husbandry, Dairying, and all the relevant ministries of the government, looking into how to support cooperatives like this and build a market for this. So the success of Amul, which I mentioned, it started in 1946, is because it fought, and the farmers of Gujarat, Kheda district fought for access to the market of Bombay way back in the British era. Same thing, if you are giving a market access to the producers of all the agricultural products of the country and 180 countries of the world, you can imagine what difference it can make to the farmers in every single village of the country and cooperatives which will be spread across for all the sectors there. Second multi-state cooperative which I just mentioned was about organics. Each one of us wants to eat food without chemical fertilizers or pesticides. But today, it is very sad that whatever we eat is full of all these things. The land also is being degraded. And when you are looking at feeding 150 crore people over the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 years, you need to be worried about the quality of the soil also. So this is where the new multi-state cooperative organics has started working, trying to integrate the farmers, telling them these are the good practices of producing food without organics, educating the customers, and building a bridge between the producers and consumers so that each one of us gets to eat best quality, very healthy, hygienic food, and the producers get a market to it, and the soil also gets improved because here you're using cow and the dung of the cow to keep the soil fertile, improve the organic content in the soil, and also protect our future as the citizens of this country. So this is where all the things happen. The cooperatives do a very strong role, and particularly dairy cooperatives, into women empowerment. Money, what you pay as consumers, if you spend 100 rupees on Amul products, 80 to 85% goes back to the bank account of the producers. This is the ratio which is largest in the world. A milk producer in New Zealand, Australia, US, Europe gets only 1/3 share of what a consumer spends. In our case, it's more than 2/3. That's where, through the cooperatives, you are supporting the livelihood of so many farmers, and each one having just 2, 4, 6 cows can also not only support their families, but also earn a decent income, have a pride of ownership in a cooperative, be an owner of a $10 billion enterprise, and also simultaneously help us achieve a lot of SDGs. And so this is where is the power of cooperatives, which our government has realized. The third multi-state cooperative on seeds also is performing the similar role. And this is where we are able to make this Sakar Se Samruddhi dream happen. And it is going to pay a very, very big dividend in not just strengthening the rural economy of country, but since it's relevant to all of you, create a market for Indian products across the world. And this is where, sir, we will continue to work with IFT in a very big way, including offering internships to jobs, and the multi-state cooperative on exports will be hiring a lot of people here because we are looking at the world marketplace, and this is what is going to work in the marketplace. So we are really grateful to this all of the government approach and the robust institutions like IFT, which are helping us do this, and this is what we're going to do this. And as I talk about using of gas, using of the dung of the cow, before you actually use the dung as a manure or an organic fertilizer, you also produce gas out of it. And that methane can light the stove in the house of a farmer to run compressed biogas cars. And that's what we are also actively promoting. In fact, you can also make ethanol out of milk, which we are trying for the first time. And that also can help us become fuel sufficient. So you can see the entire value chain. And right now, instead of looking cow as a problem, we are looking cow as a solution. Cooperative is a model for a tool for development. And with the multiple institutions, with strong guidance and support from the government of India, I'm sure that India will see a big role and support from the cooperatives to making it a Viksit Bharat. And finally, friends, before I end, this is your day, and I want to talk to you something about what is important to you for the time ahead. It's going to be a very competitive world, as Honorable Chancellor Sir told, Honorable Minister Sir also told. In this competitive world, you will be forced to look after everything. The dreams that you have, your family, the organization that you work for, and more importantly, what you are going to do. Amidst all these expectations, I would urge you first to look after yourself. And there are three things which are very important. And these are the three things which you should look after and be very cautious and very clear about it, that this is what I am going to first look after: my physical health. I'm going to look after my mental health. I'm also going to look after my financial health. So these are things, please don't undermine. You may be in pressure to rush, pressure to do a lot of things, but don't compromise on things. One thing, let me tell you, and as students, you've seen it, and I also kids who are studying in college, sleep is one thing we ignore. Let me tell you, it's the most undervalued thing. Please respect it. So that if you don't get 7-8 hours of sleep a day, I think you will be doing a lot of injustice to your health as it comes in the future. Protein, organics, probiotics, all become very important part of it. We as Amul have started focusing on it in a big way, but it's not a marketing pitch. I want you to be very, very clear that each one of us has to look after our health first to be able to do that. Third thing, and one thing which is very, very important, is to understand that in India, we come with a frugality as a part of our nature. As societies become more evolved, we are having a lot of other things to look after ourselves. We tend to lose on this particular thing. But let me tell you, this is very important, and keep this value as a trait with you, howsoever rich or affluent you become. This is one trait you should not let go of it, because this is one thing which will help not just you, but the entire society. Everybody looks at consumption and increased consumption. We should be models of how we can live well without wasting so much of resources which the country has been given us, and we are blessed with it. Then comes the importance of giving up. You also need to learn how to give up things. I'll quote my personal example. For the last 10, 12 years, I don't watch television. Everybody spends, as you know, 3 to 4 hours every day watching news, watching OTTs, this, that, and all. Let me tell you, I've not spent a single minute of this in the last 10 to 12 years. What you save in the process is time, which you get to use for what things you like and how you do it. And another thing of giving up, I can tell you, is about 15 years back, we had a temple consecration, Pran Pratishtha kehte hain. So after the Pran Pratishtha also, the Guruji told, you should give up one thing, what you like the most. So being a Jain, I said, okay, I'll stop eating potato, onion, garlic. I did not consult my family, anybody, and I said, no, let me start believing this, and I would do that. Having said that, it was easier said than done, because today I am going to be offered lunch by the Vice Chancellor, sir. I have not told him that my food habits are without potato, onion, garlic, which means I am at his mercy now to what he's going to feed me, and he's at the mercy of the cook and the chef who's going to feed me what. So every day, I'm not sure what my next meal is going to come from. And this is what will keep you always humble, keep you at the mercy of somebody and you realize this, you don't need money to buy everything. You need the goodwill and people to do this. And Hardeep, my colleague, is sitting here. He decides what I got to eat. And if I'm not good with him, I don't get anything to eat also. But having said that, also don't lose the sense of humor because that's very, very important. कुछ भी नहीं होगा, आपके दोस्त होंगे और उनकी खुशी होगी, and that's where we'll be staying with you, and that's what will keep you spirits all the time. I don't have to tell you, you have to travel and see the world, but please go ahead and see it, and that's what you can make a difference. And finally, we are at an event which is called Convocation. ये अंग्रेजी शब्द है, bringing people together is what is called Convocation. Okay, but I did a bit of study and found out that in Sanskrit, in our Upanishads, there is a very, very good name given to this process, and it is called Samvartana. It's also called Snan, and it is said that when you pass through graduations and students come out of Gurukul, तब 12 साल का गुरुकुल था, अभी 18 साल का है हमारे सबके लिए, तो गुरु शिष्य को ये कहता है कि you have to take care of your dharma, earth and kama in the best possible abilities. And I use the Sanskrit term, Satyan Pramadityam, Dharmana Pramadityam, Koshalam Pramadityam, Bhutam no Pramadityam, which means never err from the truth, stay with the truth, stay with the dharma, never neglect your well-being, never neglect your health, never neglect your prosperity, and never neglect Swadhyay and the pravachanas that you watch. So my final words, go fly and conquer the world. The country will not let you down, and I'm sure you will not let the country down. And when you become successful, and as you become successful, remember this institute, your teachers, your parents, your family, and the friends for the contribution and sacrifice they have made for your success. Thank you so much. I wish you well.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure our students have received immense thought-provoking perspectives on dairy products, market and trade, along with that, human value lessons. Now I request Professor K. Rangarajan, Head, IFT Kolkata Campus, to present a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Tuinaji. We have come to the closing of the first part of this ceremony. Celebrate endings for the proceed new beginnings. Begin today. Declare out loud to the universe that you are willing to let go of struggle and eager to learn through joy. अरे कुछ तो कह दो. कश्ती है पुरानी, अभी मैं आपके समझ में आता हूँ. कश्ती है पुरानी मगर दरिया बदल गया. मेरी तलाश का भी तो जरिया बदल गया, न शक्ल बदली, न ही बदला मेरा किरदार. बस लोगों को देखने का नजरिया बदल गया. इस किरदार में धन्यवाद प्रस्ताव आपके समक्ष रखने की अनुमति चाहता हूं. सबको इस सुनहरे मध्याह्न काल का अभिवादन. चेयरमैन ऑफ द सेरेमनी श्री सुनील भारद्वाज जी, प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. चीफ गेस्ट ऑफ द कॉन्वोकेशन श्री जयंत मेहता जी, MD, instead of saying Gujarat Milk Cooperative Federation, I say Amul is one thing which we all know. MD of Amul, Honorable Minister of Commerce who made it, Sri Piyush Goyal ji, Vice Chancellor of the Institute, Professor Rakesh Mohan Joshi, distinguished guests, board members, faculty colleagues, officers and staff, passing out graduates and their parents, kith and kin in the atrium, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. As we move towards the close of this ceremony, it is my pleasure to extend a word of thanks to all who have made this occasion memorable. The convocation is a memorable one in the history of IIFT as it marks the 57th convocation. On this occasion, let me first express our deep and heartfelt gratitude to Sri Jayant Mehta ji for his exhilarating address. There are three things in an eloquent speech. First, to get into your subject. Then, to get your subject into yourself. And lastly, to get your subject into the heart of your audience. Sir, we thank you for conquering the heart of the audience by your words of wisdom. We are grateful for the presence of our chairman, Sri Sunil Bharatwalji, Principal Secretary MOCGU and Chairman of IIFT. Sir, we always enjoy when you are present over here, which gets motivated. So I dedicate a Tirukural for you. Panivudayan Insolan Adal, Uruvarku Aniyalla Mattripira. Don't worry. The English of this. Humility and pleasant speech constitute one's ornaments. Other things do not count. Thank you for your thoughtful insights, which are concise and firm, sir. All of us at IFT are tirelessly working towards boosting the new development agenda of the country towards Viksit Bharat and Panchamrit. The activities and satisfying outcomes, which were earlier reported in detail by our Vice Chancellor, and he was more attuned to the Gita also. So, in his for his address, I thought, let me just quote a Sanskrit slok. Aprabhyam nama nehasti dhirasya vyavasayinah. It's not a big one. Of course, there is nothing unattainable to the one who has courage and who works hard. We profoundly thank our Vice Chancellor, Professor Joshi, for his consistent efforts towards accomplishments and scholarly reporting of the Institute's activities. बेहतर से बेहतर की तलाश करो, मिल जाए नदी तो समंदर की तलाश करो, टूट जाता है शीशा पत्थर की चोट से, टूट जाए पत्थर ऐसे शीशा तलाश करो. हमारे सभी बेहतर और अटल शिक्षकों को धन्यवाद देते हैं. The faculty team, heads of the divisions and departments of all campuses deserve special thanks for their contribution in taking the institution into further heights. कौन कहता है बुने हुए ख्वाब सच्चे नहीं होते? कौन कहता है बुने हुए ख्वाब सच्चे नहीं होते हैं? मंजिलें उन्हीं को नहीं मिलते जिनके इरादे अच्छे नहीं होते. रूखी सूखी रोटी और धक्के तो बहुत खाए हैं जिंदगी में मियाँ. रूखी सूखी रोटी और धक्के तो बहुत खाए हैं जिंदगी में मियाँ, लेकिन आज देख रहा हूं कि सफलता की फल कभी कच्चे नहीं होते. Thanks for another consistent and successful placements of the batch. The faculty from CRPD division, Professor Rohit Matani, Dr. R.P. Sharma, Dr. Pooja, Dr. Taufik, Dr. Preeti, and the excellent student placed com are also fully acknowledged on this occasion. There are 9 programs. The students who are graduating today, the success of these programs are mainly due to the program directors and the program associates who actually run these programs. We are thankful to all program directors and their associates for their hard work and efforts. The administrative staff headed by Shri Gaurav Gulati of all campuses, including the computer cell, library and examination cell, provided enormous support. We are thankful to all of you, and I would like to specifically mention the role and support given by Dr. Ashimraj Singla and Dr. T.P. Ghosh, Kavita, Mr. Niloy and Mr. Ayan in smoothly completing one more academic year successfully. Let me also express our gratitude to the members of the Board of Management, Academic Council, past faculty and staff of the Institute, alumni for their constant support to the institution. The media provided us the required and continuous support. Please allow me to express our sincere gratitude to all the representatives of the media present on this important occasion. I would also like to extend a special word of thanks to the proud parents, relatives, and friends for the support they gave to our students throughout their studies. You have made many sacrifices to see our children, friends, and spouses succeed in their study. The IFT family is thus very pleased and proud to share and celebrate this day with you. In closing, let me congratulate the graduates and thank you in advance. You lead this ceremony today with a duty to uphold the good name of this institution as your alma mater. न बनाओ अपने सफर, न बनाओ अपने सफर को किसी कश्ती के मोहताज. चलो इस शान से कि तूफान के भी रुक जाए. चलो इस शान से कि तूफान भी रुक जाए. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you do, it will reflect positively on us. Yes, I know it is not time to be more for shairi and shloks. I don't want to be more philosophical also, which you may be used to. ना पूछो कि मेरा मंजिल कहाँ है, ना पूछो कि मेरा मंजिल कहाँ है, अभी तो सफर का इरादा किया है. दोस्तों, ना हारूंगा हौसले उम्र भर, ये मैंने किसी को वादा नहीं किया, खुद को किया है. दिल की धड़कनों थाम लो, जरा सब्र से काम लो. दिल की धड़कने थाम लो, जरा सब्र से काम लो. आ जाएगी आपके चेहरे पर भी मुस्कान. चलो जरा प्यार से मेरा नाम लो. Not me. The name is IIFT. So I wish you all the best. And इन्हीं शब्दों में मैं इस प्रस्ताव को विराम देता हूं और इस सब्र के लिए धन्यवाद. Best wishes. जय हिंद. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we have a Rashtragan. Please stand up. Please be seated. Now we will start the distribution of certificates. So please don't disperse. I request the program directors of various programs to be here and be ready. Dr. Ashish Gupta, Dr. Tawfiq Ejaz, Dr. Neha Jain, Dr. R. Shishidhar Chand, Dr. Oindrila De, Dr. Papia Ghosh, and Dr. Himani Gupta.
The announcement of the DMC and one of them.
Students, please be seated. We will start with degree and certificate distribution.
मैंने सही बोला था यार.
देख रहे हैं। मैंने करे 200 बच्चों के नाम बोलने।
अच्छा अच्छा ये आपका बेस्ट
मेरा ही बैच है। जी। हाँ तुझे इनवाइट करो प्लीज। हाँ 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 मैं
Now we start with distribution of degrees by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Head Kolkata Campus and Head GSM Campus, GSM Delhi. I call upon stage Dr. Ashish Gupta, Program Director, Full-Time MBA IB 2022-24 program.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I announce the degree holders in MBIP 22-24 batch. Abhijit Singh, Abhilash Bahinipati, Aditi Kashyap, Aditya Pratap Singh, Anand Krishnan, Anushka Srivastava, Arpan Haldar, Chaitanya Khawase, Chandrima Patra, Devansh Kumar, Karulkar N. Chandrakant, Divyansh Garg, Harsh Agrawal, Harsh Kalra, Harshita Masiwal, Kandimal P. Kumar, Kritika Somani,
क्षितिज सिंह, क्षितिज सिन्हा, जाहिद उस्मानी, मेघा सहारन, मेहता वी कल्पेश कुमार, नीर राहुल शाह, निशांत कुमार सिद्धू, निश्चल पंसारी, पांचाली वैश्य, पेमा पेमा तनवर, प्रांतिक सेन, प्रतीक कापसे, राधिका सोनी, रजत कुमार श्रीवास्तव, ऋषभ कालूरा, साची संजय बुंदेल, गजल वत्स, समर्थ गुप्ता, समीक्षा जैन, श्रेयस कृष्णा, श्री राम कृष्ण, सिमरन पोपटानी, सुष्मिता आजरा, स्वप्निल चंद्राकर, वैष्णवी सोनवलकर, वत्सल बजाज, वेनवल्ली वेणुगोपाल, युवान सिद्धार्थ, मिहिर, अजिता गुप्ता, अखिल चतुर्वेदी, अखिल कंगनूरी, अंकित मैदमवार, अनमोल पुरी गोस्वामी, अथर तुषार मंजुले, आयुष चौहान, भार्गवी नायक, चल्ला साई अनुदी, देवस्मिता भट्टाचार्य जी, दिव्यांका गौतम, फेबिन थॉमस, हेमंत वाडेकर, हिमांशु,
ईशा श्रीवास्तवा, करण वाघेला, कार्तिकेय त्रिवेदी, लक्ष्य खट्टर, महक जैन, मिथुन, मोहित गुलाटी, निधि मोदघरे, पीयूष कामरा, प्राची राउत, प्रवीण कुमार, पुलकित गुप्ता, ऋषभ चटर्जी, ऋषित सिंगला, सार्थक वशिष्ठ, सतकीरत सिंह, शिवानी तिड़के, शुभम थोते, दृष्टि कोचर, सैयद मेराज मुहिद्दीन, मधुसूदन तल्लूरी, तेंजिन नॉर्जोम, विदुषी भगेरिया, भाविक गुप्ता, कोमल पांडे, अभिषेक ठाकुर, अमीषा यादव, अक्षत पुरोहित, अक्षय खन्ना, अंशुमन पाठक, अनुराग, आयुष सिंह, वसावा साई अविनाश, भूमिका मोहन, दीक्षा सिंह, जी वल्ली नचम्मई, गौरांग शर्मा, हरिहरन के, इशिता शर्मा, हिमांशु मट्टा, जस्ट अ मोमेंट, चेंज कर, हाँ, अरे इशिता शर्मा, जयशीर कादियान, चेंज, कार्तिकेय तिवारी, माधव गुप्ता, माधव गुप्ता, मनोज डांगी, मान्या कालरा, मैनन ए विनोद स्मिता, नमन जैन, निहार के अजीत, निहारिका शर्मा, पारुल सिंह, पीयूष पाल, पीयूष आर अत्रम, प्राजक्ता जाधव, आर मनीष, रिद्धि अग्रवाल, रोहन प्रधान, रोहित चौधरी, साक्षी जैन, शगुन, शशांक तिवारी, शिवम शाह, श्यामल तिवारी, सृष्टि कौल, तेजस मिश्रा, ऊर्जा रस्तोगी, विराज गुप्ता, वृंदा सैली, प्रखर माहेश्वरी, आदित्य चौरसिया, अक्षय श्रीकांत, अमन भारद्वाज, अंजलि सिंह राजपूत, अर्चित कुमार, अरिंदम नंदी, भूपिंदर अग्रवाल, बी अक्षता, दीपाली, सी रवि सूर्या, दीपाली रावत, देवाकर बिस्सा, देवांश गुप्ता, हरप्रीत सिंह,
Harshita, Justin Wilson, K. Abhinav, Kedar Pant, Mayank Ranjan, Deepali Rawat, Mayur Raj Singh, Medha Sinha, Monica Sindura, Nikhil Chauhan, Nikhil Pandey, Pallavi Vinod Bagde, Pragata K. Avinash, Praleen Mishra, Punya Nagpal, Rahul, Ridhima Bahel, Ronak Das, Shivam Tayal, Shivang Dwivedi, Sucharita Shiva, Sudhanshu Parghaniha, Sumit, Jaldeep Amardeep Tripale, Vaishnavi Pal, Yash Vinod Yen Pradivar, Yatharth Kapoor, Shyam Deepak Kamila, Utkarsh Singh, Vibhor Agarwal,
May I now call upon stage Dr. Tawfiq Ejaz, Program Director, Full-Time MBA IB 2024.
Good afternoon. MBA IB 22-24 Kolkata. Akrosh Talsotra. Abid Singh. Akashdeep Mishra. Anirudh Agarwal. Anshuman Sahu. Arvind R. Barsha Rani.
कश्यप चंद्र, दीपक जैन, एकांश गुप्ता, ऋतिक बरखाड़े, इशिता जाम, जयराज कार्निक, काव्या जौहरी, मनु आर्यन, मेघा गजबे, नायर अपर्णा, पादाला विकास, पाटिल तेजस, रिद्धि कुकरेजा, रोहन राय, ऋषभ कुंभानी, सागर पूनम, संगल संजय, तारबोधिक बासु, सिद्धार्थ राज, सौम्या अग्रवाल, सरस्वती साहेवाल, तमारा मारिया, यश धाकड़, आदित्य जैन, अनिशा पटेल, अनुराग अग्रवाल, आर्यन गुप्ता, आयुष बंसल, आयुषी प्रसाद, चांदनी चग, देवयांशी, एकांश रॉय, जन्मेजय चौधरी, जसिका सिंह, काना शर्मा, कशिश अलवेना, कावन गुनीत, कृष्णकांत मुक्ता, कुंजितेश, महेंद्र लाल, मयाक मोदी, महेंद्र लाल, मयंक मोदी, निखिल यादव, प्रकाश आर, प्रतीक वाजपेयी, राजीव अग्रवाल, ऋषभ, रोहित कृष्णा, साहिल पंचल, सार्थक चौहान, शुभम करण, सिमर कौर, सोनल मंदाना, सौरव किशोर, सुनिधि शर्मा, तनिषा गुप्ता, वराला एच कुमार, विपुल यादव, यशोधर जैन, अभिषेक भट्टी, आदित्य श्रीराम, अमन गर्ग, अंचित, अपूर्वा गुप्ता, अरुण कुमार दास, अस्मिता अशोक, आयुष, कल्याण आदित्य, धनविजय, साई कार्तिक, अंकित मनोहर, हर्ष कुमार, हेमंत, ईशा गर्ग, जैस्मिन सूद, कनिका कपूर, दुर्गा अनुदीप, मैथिली मुकेश, मैथिली, कोमल, कृति खारे, कुशाग्र निर्वाण, प्रदीप हेगड़े, राहुल गोपाल, राठौड़ राज, ऋषि निगम, आदित्य, सैलानी शर्मा, संजय सूर्यवंशम, सत्यम शिवम गुप्ता, श्रेया जोशी, शुभांकर कुमार, सिमरन सिंघल, सौमिता मंडल, प्रिया रंजन, तन्मीत सिंह, तरुण कुल्हाड़, रूबा कार्तिक, विशिष्टा गर्ग, अभिषेक सिंह, आकाश भट्टाचार्य, अक्षय भटनागर, अमन शर्मा, अंकुश चोपड़ा, अपूर्व गौतम, आर्यमन चौधरी, आर्यन सिंह, अभिजीत कुमार सरकार, बलजोत राजपाल, भावनी रावत, दसारी हरि प्रसाद, गौरव आर्या, ग्रेसी, हर्ष यादव, हिमांशु, नीलम बारी, करण कुकरेजा, हेम प्रकाश, प्रीति वर्मा, लक्ष्य सूरी, सुमैल अहमद, मौली अग्रवाल, परितोष पचौरी, प्रणित तपाड़िया, राजासी, राजसी, रिजवान अंसारी, रूही राय, साक्षी, शिवांगी, श्रेयन गांगुली, शुभी मनवाल, सिमरन तलरेजा, सौम्या, सईद फैसल, तेजस्वी कालरा, वैभव गुप्ता, विजय एस, विश्वराज जायसवाल। थैंक यू।
Now we award the degrees to MBA IB Weekend 21-24. May I call upon stage Dr. Neha Jain, Program Director of this program.
इसके बाद ही
So let me call out the name of the degree holders for the MBA IB 21-24 batch, Delhi campus. Okay. Aditya Ranjan, Akash Kumar, Akmal, Akshay Sharma, Ankit Mundra, Divyanshu Singh, Eklavya Sarkar, Guneesh, Harshit Jindal, Harshit Tiwari, Kajal Yadav, Krishna Kumar, Kshitij Gandhiya, Manas Ranjan Mishra, Manish Kumar Yadav, Manu Kaushik Chanda, Mayank Verma,
अरुण नहीं आई, अरुण नहीं आई।
Meenakshi, Naveen Kumar Yara, Nikhil Maheshwari, Nikhil Muju, Prachi Negi, PP Kothari, Ravish Mishra, Sameer Kapoor, Satyaveer Singh, Shashank Raj, Kanun Agarwal, Varnit Sharma, Yogesh Kumar, Neeraj Kumar, Neeraj Kumar, Reena Devi, Parul Chandra, Ruchika Saxena, thank you.
Thank you. Now we start with MA Economics program. May I request Professor B.K. Sahu, Head Economics, to come upon stage for awarding the degrees. I would also like to call upon stage Dr. R. Kumar Shishidhar Chand, Program Director of MA Economics 22-24.
Okay, so MA Economics Delhi students, roll number 1 Aditya Jindal, Aditya Jindal from that side. Aditya Jindal. Aditi Singh, Amit Sinha, Ananya Das, Amit Sinha, Amit Sinha, Amit Sinha, Ananya Das, Anjali Fogla, Anshita, Anshul, Arushi, Aryan, Avinash, Avita, Bhumika, Chirag Arora, Chirag Gupta, Diksha Agarwal, Diksha Garg, Diksha Agarwal, Diksha Garg, Disha Gupta, Disha Gupta, Gitika, हर्ष, हर्ष, हर्षिता, हर्षिता, जगबीर, कनिका, कनिका, केशव, क्षितिज, केशव, क्षितिज, मनमीत, मनमीत, मयंक, मयंक, नीरज, नीरज नहीं है, प्राची, 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 रिया, सलोनी, सलोनी, संजीव, संजीव, सृष्टि, वसुमिता, सृष्टि, वसुमिता, विशाखा, युवराज, युवराज, ये ना एक एब्सेंट है, इसको काटते हैं, नीरज।
Thank you. Please may I call upon stage Dr. Oindrila De, Program Director, MA Economics 2022-24 for confirming of the degrees. You have a fractured leg. Yeah. Thank you. Aditi Solanki. Ankur Kumar. Othish Banerjee. Aryan Sharma. Ashmita Tiwari. Aryan. Aryan. Sharma. Yes. Ashmita Tiwari. Bhagyashree Tiwari. Bharadwaja. Deepanita Nath. Divya Khaptar. Harshita Negi. Khushi Rawat. Congratulations. Kushagra Thakral. Latika. Lavisha. Manohar Kumar. Nidhi Khandelwal. Pooja Shauki. Pranay Tripathi. Pratna Selgupta. Rahul Sinha. Shabasti Dhar. Sanjita Singhal. Swagali. Unmesha Chattopadhyay.
संचिता का बोल रही है।
Sanchita, Vidhi Batra, Vikas, Amit Mitra.
Thank you, Dr. Indrila. Thank you, Professor Sahu. Please may I request Professor Vishwajit Nag, Head, Executive Management Program Division, to come upon stage for awarding the degrees to the Executive Program Management students. May I also call upon stage Dr. Papia Ghosh, Program Director, Weekend EPGDIB 22-23 program.
EPGDIB Weekend 22-23 Delhi batch. Abhishek Vishwas, Akash Srivastav, Chandradeep Kumar, Deepak Kumar, Kappa Sai K Anuroop, Muhammad S. Beg, Nitin Sahni, Prem Anand, Rajneesh Sandili, Ritesh Mehta, Rizul Singhal, Rohit Gupta, Saurav Mahanti, Shubham, Avinash Singh, Saurav Mohanty, Shubham, Shubham, Surjit, Varchas, Vivek R. Mishra, Arthik Sani, Abhinav Shashank, Abhishek Kumar, Akansha Tiwari, Akhil Godial, Akshad Dhar, Aman Chaudhary, Arvind Agarwal, Ashish Shah, Ayush Bali, Chaman Sharma, Chetna Bhatia, Deepak Kumar, Gaurav Kimal Sinha, अच्छा अंकिता जैन, गौरव तिमल सेना, हिमांशु गोविल, जतिन गुप्ता, नितेश वर्मा, पदम राजकुशल, प्रिय नंदिनी, ऋषभ झा, ऋतुराज सिंह, रोहन सिंह, रोहित शर्मा, प्लीज क्लैप, Sajvir S. Kukreja, please clap for your classmates. Sumit Kumar Tyagi, Tina Khatri, Vibhor Juneja, Vibhor Juneja, Vipin Tiwari, I invite Dr. Kupina Mukherjee to announce the awardees of diplomas for weekend EPGDIB Winter 23-24 Delhi batch.
Thank you. Abhinav Saxena. Abhishek Kumar. Aditya Sinha. Akash Sharma. Anuj Kanda. Anurag Upadhyay. Arjun. Ashwini Kumar. Bhaskar Jyoti Bhargav. Divyan Suri. Manish Raj. Pooja Agarwal. Prashant Arora. Pratham Batra. Prateek Bharadwaj. Rahul Datrak. Ravikesh Kumar. Ravindra Kumar Singh.
Thank you.
Rishabh Sharma. Ritika Jha. Saurabh Sharma. Saurabh Goyal. Shubhandu Mishra. Shushmita Pandey. Suvesh Bhatt. Now I please call upon stage Dr. Himani Gupta, Program Director, Weekend EPGD GHRN 23-24.
Thank you, Tohina. So I'm calling the name Mohit Gupta. This is our first batch of EPGD, GHRM, Global Human Resource Management. Nikita. Pratik Bhattacharya ji. Shubhra Pramod. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, our guests, invitees, and Vice Chancellor, along with Head GSMD and Head Kolkata Campus, for your encouragement for smooth conduct of the program. A special thank goes to the Registrar, Shri Gaurav Gulati, and Deputy Registrar, Shri Amit Chankuria.
So thank you, everyone. The convocation ceremony is over. Thank you very much.